Hey YouTube, it's your boy Carl back, another video, man. And today I want to talk about yesterday morning, man. It was rough. It was very emotional for me. It was a very emotional morning yesterday. I made a video and I was talking about how in certain areas and certain poverty-stricken areas where, you know, certain people have to join gangs and have to resort to violence and do all this stuff in order to get some sort of status, in order to get some type of recognition, some type of validation, you know, just so they can feel like they're worthy. And so I was talking about that, and then when I finished that video, man, like I was just thinking about it, and I got really, really emotional just thinking about it. I got really pissed. I got really just sad. Like, I started crying, actually. Not crying, but like there were tears falling from my eyes. And I was like, man. And I just got really emotional about it. And the thing is, I considered making a video. I considered making a video right then and there while I was crying, but I decided not to. And there's a few reasons why. But let me tell you why I started feeling this emotional in the first place. The reason I felt that emotional was because I was reflecting on my own life. And even though I didn't join gangs and I didn't do any of that stuff, I didn't have to do that. But I did feel like I did have to do a whole bunch of stuff. I had to do a whole bunch of work, a whole bunch of improvement in order just to feel that same validation, that same sense of worthiness. And so that's why I got so emotional. And I felt like I had done all the work already. Not all the work, obviously, but I had done a lot of work, right? Over the past few years, like I've done a lot of work on myself. And I still felt like I was invisible in a way. You know, I still felt like I wasn't, like I'm not super rich right now. I'm not, you know, super famous or anything. I'm not, you know, anything like that. And so I was like, man, like, what am I doing this shit for? Like I did all this shit and I still haven't really gotten the outcome that I necessarily wanted. And so that's what made me get like kind of emotional. I'm like, damn, bro, I'm doing all this shit and I still haven't got it. And so it was kind of tough. It was kind of tough, but I eventually got over it, and I'm gonna tell you how I got over it. And the funny thing is, I actually predicted this. I actually predicted this low vibration, this low energy and whatnot. I knew that this was gonna happen because I made multiple videos a few weeks ago when I was feeling great. I was feeling on top of the world because I had just started the kickboxing shit, and I was boxing, and I was knocking down my fears left and right. I was approaching people. I was doing kickboxing. I was doing a whole bunch of shit. I was working out a lot. And so I felt really good about myself. And before that, I felt really bad about myself because of something else. I forget even why at this point, and so I had made a video that day talking about how there's ups and downs in life and you just have to keep going, right? You just have to keep going whether you feel up or down, and that's how you get over it. And I had thought about that, and the fact that I had predicted in that video, I had predicted that I'm gonna get over this. I think I made the video when I was in the dry spell. So I made the videos and I said, I'm gonna get over this. I'm gonna feel good at some point. I'm gonna do something, I'm sure, that makes me feel good. And then after a couple of weeks of that, I'm gonna feel bad again, right? Because this is just what happens. Like, you just feel good, then you feel bad, you feel good, you feel bad. Because on the self-improvement, you're starting a lot of different shit, like I said. You're doing a lot of different things. You're learning and you're reading books and you're trying new things. And so whenever you try something new and you do good at it, you're gonna feel great. But then after a while, when that subsides, when that initial high subsides and you just get back to normal, you don't feel like you're on top of the world as much. So it's gonna go down. So you're gonna feel kind of bad. And so that's what I went through yesterday. I went through that. But the reason I got over it was because I had recognized the pattern. And like I said, I had predicted that earlier. I knew this was gonna happen, and so I recognized the pattern. It took me like 30 minutes to 45 minutes when I was sitting there and I was just mad, I was pissed, and I was just thinking about a lot of shit. And so after that though, I was like, look, man, the truth is, and the reason why I got over it was, no one gives a fuck. Which is also why I didn't make the video. I was gonna make a video while I was crying and like talking about, I was gonna make an emotional video talking about the shit that I'm feeling and going through. And on one hand, I was like, maybe that could help somebody. And maybe it could have, but on the other hand, I didn't do it because I knew that no one actually really cares. And what I mean by that is nobody's gonna feel sorry for me. You know, I'm not the only one that's ever felt bad. I'm not the only one that's suffered or whatever. Like, no one's gonna feel sorry for me. No one's really gonna give a fuck because it's all self-inflicted. It's all on me, right? I make videos on accountability, and this is an exact situation where that comes into play. Accountability. Like, I have to take accountability for this shit. If I'm not feeling the way that I want to, if I'm not seeing the results that I want, let's say, I took accountability for that. I'm like, clearly I'm not doing something right. Or, you know, the work that I'm doing, I feel like I did all this work and yet it's not resulting in the results that I wanted. And so I felt bad about that. But I'm like, okay, you could think like that. You could say, oh, it's everybody's fault that they're not noticing me and whatnot. Or I could say, nah, it's because I'm not doing the right work. Clearly I'm doing something wrong if I'm not getting the exact result that I wanted. There's something missing here. And so for me to come on to the camera, especially crying and shit, asking for sympathy or whatever, just wouldn't make any sense. It wouldn't help anything. It would just make the brand worse. It would just make everything worse. Because now I just feel like a loser and I'm just, you know, crying for help. You know, you don't need to cry out for help as a man. You need to fucking deal with your own problems, right? And so that's what I did. I sat there, I let myself feel it. You know, it's not about just pushing it to the side. No, like I said, I sat there for about 30, 40 minutes and I let myself feel all this shit. And eventually I just came to those conclusions that no one gives a fuck. No one's gonna help me. No, anything that anybody could comment on that video, like any video that I would make in that regard would be for sympathy. Let's be honest. It would be for some type of sympathy or some type of, you know, some type of good comments or whatever that I'm looking for. Some type of validation and shit. But the truth is, no one's gonna give me that. Any comment that somebody would put under that video, if they'd even watch the video, would be just like, they don't give a fuck, basically. It's all on me. I'm the one that has to fix it. There's nothing that they could do anyways. Even a little comment, even if they said such a heartfelt, supportive, empathetic comment, it still wouldn't really help the situation. They couldn't fix it for me. I have to fix it myself. And so that's why I was like, man, I'm not gonna do this shit. And so what I did was I just went to the store, I got me some food, and then I went home, I made some breakfast, I took a shower, I got myself cleaned up because I went to the gym that morning, I hadn't showered yet. And I was like, man, like, I edited some videos. What else did I do? I cleaned my room up and some shit. Like, I just did some productive shit. And all of a sudden, I felt way better. Boom, like that, same day. Normally, this type of down slope would take me a couple days to get over. But I'm like, man, like, this shit is my fault. You know, I just got to move on. You just got to keep going. You just got to keep pushing. That's all that there is to it. Literally, you just got to keep going, keep pushing. Curtis Mayfield, keep on pushing. That's all you got to do. Just keep going, and then eventually, like, some shit will shake. Something's gonna happen. I actually it was a birthday party, my cousin's birthday party yesterday, and I went to that. It just happened to be my cousin's birthday, and we went to his house and we sang happy birthday, and I saw my family there, because we have a big family. Whenever somebody has a birthday, we all show up and we all show support and whatnot. And so I was there, and, you know, it was like, man, everything is good. Honestly, you know, what am I sitting here sad for? You know, and that's all there is to it, bro. It's all about just keep moving. Just realize, just take accountability for yourself. Take accountability for your actions and how you're feeling. It's okay to feel bad. You're a human being. I'm not gonna say that you can't feel sad, you can't feel whatever. Like, you're gonna have emotions, you're gonna have ups and downs. But what you can do is decide how you respond to it. You can respond well. You can get over it just by doing more productive shit. Just keep going. That's all you have to do, is just keep going, and eventually you'll feel better. That's just how it is. Like, emotions are fleeting. Just because you feel bad in the moment doesn't mean you're a horrible person or you hate your life or whatnot. Like, you're just in a bad little mood right now, and it's okay. Just get over it. You know, take the time that you need, get over it, and go do something productive. Go to the gym, go do something else, and you'll be all right. You know, that's all there is to it, bro. You got God on your side. That's really all you need, man. I was reading the Bible. I'm like, man, like, this is all I need. I don't need any of this external shit anyway. That's all it took for me. And then now I'm back. You know, now I'm back making videos and shit. I'm cool. Just keep going, man. It'll get better. It always does. And just have faith. That's really all you need, bro. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content, more value. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.